ladies, greetings. Sorry I couldn't be there tonight, but you can see I'm someplace else at this moment. But anyway, Jeff wanted me to set up this kind of little video for you guys to kind of go over some of the benefits of what Superfeet has to offer. So I won't keep you too long. I know you guys probably have lots of wine and cheese and donuts there to hang out with. So just give me a couple minutes of your time and we'll kind of go through some stuff about what Superfeet has to offer as far as benefits to you guys, the runners. Cool? All right, so hopefully by now you guys all know what Superfeet are, right? They're the things that they hang on the wall there over by the shoes in the store that you see all along the bottom there. Cool little boxes like this. Maybe some of you people wear them. How many guys wear them? Raise your hand. I can't see anyway, but that's good. So anyway, I'm going to go over some benefits here. So Superfeet's been around for a long time. You know, we're pretty much like the #1 insole in the insole business. We started this. So back in the day, back in '77, there weren't a bunch of other companies. So we pretty much started this whole thing. So take confidence knowing that if you get into Superfeet, you're getting into some of the best product that is offered in this world, right? Cool. So some of the main benefits of what Superfeet has to offer. First of all, in the most simple sense, it makes your shoe fit better. Think of it as kind of an adapter that can go inside the shoe and give you kind of a three-dimensional footbed for your foot to sit in there on. And it's just going to help that piece of equipment fit better and then overall work better. Now when your shoe fits better, it's going to last a little bit longer. So if you get that right insole in there and the right shoe, you could see that footwear lasting somewhere like 15 to 20% longer, which is a pretty good benefit, I'd say. One of the other big benefits I like to talk about is shock absorption. So inside the shoe, you know, the insole that comes in there, you know, you might say, hey, that's the one I use, I'm good with it. Well, it tends to break down really, really quickly. So to get better shock absorption out of it, you take that one out, put a Superfeet inside there. You know, the bottom of your foot has a lot of tissue on the heel area and up at the ball of the foot. With Superfeet being a nice three-dimensional footbed, we kind of cradle all that together, and then it takes all that cushioning and maximizes it back there. So pretend this is like the cushioning on your heel. If we can just take it and put it on something shaped like it and gather all that tissue, what it does then is it kind of maximizes that shock absorption back there, and then it really helps out in the long run. So think about while you're out running on pavement and concrete, you're doing training for your 10K, your half, or your full. I mean, our body goes through a lot of impact, right? So if we can do anything in there to help to help better the shock absorption of your foot, I mean, that's a huge benefit, right? So keep that in mind. Another benefit, so we help the shoe fit better, we increase the shock absorption they have there. You know, if we can help the footwear fit better, we're going to control a little bit of extra movement in there. Has anybody ever suffered blisters from running? Yeah, I know, almost everybody, right? So we all get some kind of blister at some point, whatever. Blisters cause from friction and from moisture, right? So if we can control some excess movement by having your shoe fit better, by controlling the shock absorption of your foot and helping your foot work more efficiently inside the shoe, we're going to control friction, we're going to control blisters from happening. Does that make sense? So no blisters, better shock absorption, and a better fit on your footwear. Another big one that we talk about, I kind of mentioned it there, was efficiency of the foot. So basically your foot just sits there, like I said, it just sits there every time you hit the ground, it just impacts, and then it recovers. It impacts and recovers, impacts, recovers, impacts and recovers. Now if you put something soft and squishy underneath there without a lot of shape in it, you know, it's really not doing a whole lot to help with that impact and then getting it back to the recovery part as much as possible. So putting a nice stabilizing footbed in there, something like a Superfeet, it's going to really cradle the foot, help it work more efficiently, because when it impacts, it doesn't let it impact over so far, so it recovers faster. So it's just really going to help your foot work a lot more efficiently inside the shoe, right? Does that make sense? If it doesn't, I don't care because I can't hear you, so you hold your questions for later, next time you see me. One of the other big benefits too is, you know, like I said, if we have a nice, firm, stabilizing insole underneath the foot, as our foot impacts, it kind of goes like this, and we put weight on it, and it kind of comes out of alignment. Well, by supporting the foot correctly, we can help give it a good foundation underneath it. It'll help keep everything in alignment a little bit better. So our tip fib kind of runs up to our knee bones, and our hip bones, and our back, all the way up to our neck, right? So keep that in mind. when something's out of whack on the bottom, everything's kind of starts to become out of whack. So by supporting the foot correctly, we can help stabilize the knees, we can help with the hips, we can help with back pain, we can help with all sorts of stuff that comes from being out of alignment a little bit. I'm sure some of you guys may have suffered from some plantar fasciitis, some runner's knee, some IT band syndromes, all that kind of stuff. You can help alleviate some of the symptoms by supporting the foot correctly. So, I won't keep you guys a whole lot longer, but let's do a little recap, okay? We talked about Superfeet, increasing the shock absorption. We talked about making your footwear fit better, and when it fits better, we get the most out of that footwear. We talked about supporting the foot and helping it work more efficiently. We talked about blisters, all kinds of great benefits. So keep in mind, if you're only running right now with just your shoe and no orthotic inside there, you know, you're really getting about 70% out of your equipment. You know, if you can get a nice sock inside there and an insole, then we're looking at 100% out of that piece of equipment that you purchased to help you run your marathons or your 10Ks, 5Ks, whatever it is. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your ladies' night. Keep in mind, I'll be hanging out here for a little while, and I'll see you next time in Midtown. Cool? See ya!